You're divinely protected. My phone is protected. This sanctuary is protected. I believe, I mean, let's just put it this way. Welcome. For those of you who weren't at the other live session that we had to stop and start over, I was going to put a link and I was just like, I'm going to leave that be. It was like this like weird little shit show that I felt it was coming. I just didn't understand like how it was going to happen. So I kind of feel like this is our real reading, if that makes any sense. So this is a very sacred container. This is for the witches and the healers and the deep down believers in magic. This is for those who need to be here today with the lessons of the divine energy of spirit. You are welcome here. If you're here for bullshit or anything like that, it's not, it will be stopped. I have to say, this is like literally one of the main reasons why I never wanted to go live, was because there are just people who are too fucking bored, and there's bots and all these other things. So even though I set up the container sacred, it all was meant to be. And I thought about, you know what? I feel like I was meant to report that person. You know what I mean? Like everything happens for a reason. And I can't tell you guys that and then not go with it in the flow of it myself. So here is the card that we are working with right now. Number 27, let go of the flow. Oh, hi, Anna. Anna's here, you guys. Anna says that, hey, Lula, weird techno problems happened. It kept freezing and repeating. Oh, how weird. I told you, like, there was how is it now? Like, does it feel good now? Because I feel that it was kind of like last week when we had the interloper, like the Christian coalition person who was like, you know, praise Jesus, repent. And I was like, what the fuck? Like Jessica and I were kind of wigged out. We were like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, the last session, or the session that started at noon that I stopped, was, yeah, it was really fucked up. But I felt that energy. You guys, we're literally in the thick of it. I mean, a lot of people may not know this. Okay, Anna says we're all okay. Good, good, good. But I don't know which one went first, which one peaked first, but literally just in the last few hours, we had the peak of the full moon and we had the peak of the eclipse. So that energy is so fucking intense. When I saw that, I said, should I take this week off? I'm like, because I just know, like, to have that kind of energy, you know what I mean, is so intense. No matter where you live, it's intense. And I was like, I'm not sure what's going to happen. And then I put good energy around it. I put everything cool. I was like, you know, yeah, hello everyone, welcome. But I was cool as a fucking cucumber about it. But man, it just kept coming. I felt like a warrior with my shield. You guys heard me. My dragon was like, bitch, step off. Like, I was like, what is happening? I'm like, I literally was about to be like, Spirit, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I want to do. This isn't part of like whatever. But it is, right? Like, I literally said to Spirit, may I be a beacon of light today? Like, I was all in my fairy, even though I've been feeling this heavy energy of the fucking eclipse season and the full moon impending. And the Pisces, my moon's in water. I've always like been very akin to the Pisces energy. My father's a Piscean. You know, there's just that energy. But Anna says, feeling the energy of the full moon. Yeah. So it's fucking intense and it's very real. So I kind of know when someone jumps on and is like, what's your favorite color? I'm like, oh my God, like you're clearly not like, you know, but at the same time, I never want to make anyone feel like they're not welcome, because if they were drawn to this channel, like a moth to the flame, they were drawn to me for some reason. So I don't ever want someone to feel anger or hatred for me, but at the same time, because I don't really promote or put out those energies, but at the same time, I am dragon. You know what I mean? Like I am, like I could go on and on of all the things that I am, and all my fire energy, and you know, I'm just my Southside Chicago Kelly. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't want to fucking cut a bitch, but I'll cut a bitch. Like, just stay the fuck out of my way. And I don't mean that in a, you know, like even last week, I know it got a little dark, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I hold it all. I hold it all. So that's where I'm like, when it starts coming at me like that, I do feel like you know, so if you're feeling, maybe that was for all of us to see, like when that's coming towards you, take out your Wonder Woman, you know, Wonder Woman, with your cuffs and be like, pew, 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 and just like fight it back, push it back, push it back. Use your dragon energy. Yeah, Anna's a dragon too. We got a lot of dragons in this tribe. Anna's a Sag too. You know, and thank you for anchoring this session today, Anna. It's always nice when one of the all-stars are here. I know you guys have lives and you can't be here every Sunday, but I'm so grateful when you are here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That is how we do our exchange of energy, because we just look out for each other. So let's get to it. So this card is Let Go and Flow. We're dealing with the ego. The title is If I Could Turn Back Time. And the answer is no. The answer is no, you cannot. No, you cannot turn back time. The next card is See the Light. See the light. Ooh, the Carol Ann thing's coming out again. I don't know if you guys heard yesterday when I was talking about the poltergeist and Carol Ann, right? Like, you know, it's like, we're here for the light, man. We're here for the fucking light. So I'm gonna do this quickly so you guys can see them. I'm gonna get this set up though, because they only like me to show a little bit. You ready? Okay, so see the light. And then we have fun. So have fun, let go and flow. See the light, but let go and flow is the first one. And that's what they're trying to show us, that, you know, a lot of people are going to get caught up in this energy. They're bringing it into my orbit. So I'm just going to fucking say it. A lot of you guys know I'm an American. The sitting American president is a sad, ridiculous, beautiful soul. I mean, I know. What is this? Hello, Lily. This is, I am a medium. I'm a magical medium. I'm a telepathic medium. So if you're a youngin, you're drawn to this channel probably because you're very, very powerful. You may not know who you are. I don't know how old you are or how you found my channel, but I'm just letting you know you're welcome here and we love you. But we are working with these oracle cards. They're called oracle cards. And the deck, you guys, is called The Answer is Simple. And we're dealing with the ego energy. Yes, I am young, and thank you for noticing. Okay, well, I don't know what fortnight is. Okay, you guys, listen, I'm not here to give you whatever you need, but you need to go if you're here. If you're not here for learning, if you're not here for experiencing spirit, then it's time for you to leave, okay? With grace and gratitude. Otherwise, I'm gonna cancel you from my phone, okay? I'm going to cancel you and you won't be able to come back to this channel. Okay. This isn't to just, I'm a grown woman. I'm an adult. I'm 53 years old. This is a very adult channel. Okay. But if you found yourself here, you must have powerful gifts. I was like, gives. I just heard what gives. Oh, well, it's okay if you're Christian. You know, whatever you are is what you believe in. So if you're here to learn, this is about a spiritual practice. This is non-denominational. I was raised Christian, but I have a lot of issues with the Bible. And if that's not comfortable with you, then that means you should leave. Okay. So I'm going to take this off, you guys, and the rest of our tribe, the adults that are here, we're going to hold space for you. We love you. You know, whatever is, let's put it this way. If you found yourself here and you're Christian, most likely you were like me when you were little. I questioned a lot of things about the church, okay? But this is a discussion for you and your parents, and I'm not here to do that for you, okay? If you want to go and look at my channel and see all the different things, you can see that. But I've had enough with the Christian coalition, so, you know, I don't need that here. We love you, though. We send you love. Jesus is one of my best friends. We send love to you there in Ohio. But Jesus is an energy. He's not a religion. So you're like, but I don't want to leave. I'm here for learning. Well, that's between, all I can say is you can stay or you can go. That's between you and, you know what I mean? I just feel like I feel comfortable saying that to you. Okay. I just feel comfortable telling you that, you know, but I'm getting this energy from it's interesting that you say elite toxic flame. The fact that you have toxic in your name, I'm going to send you some love, but we're going to remove you and hide you from this channel. Okay. Okay. So bye-bye. Now, Lily, if you want to stay here, that's up to you. But I have got to tell you that this is for adults, okay? And this is for learning. How old are you? I mean, I'm a telepathic medium, so I'll know if you're lying to me. Let's put it that way. Oh, well, I thank you for the subscription and for you liking my channel. But if, you know, this is a channel for learning about spiritual practice. And we love that you're here. But we're going to move forward. Okay. Oh, interesting, you guys. Look at what the next card is. Tell the truth. Because I feel like, and those of you who know me and have been with me a long time, I feel like I'm like really watching my words right now because, I mean, kids are like sponges, man. They listen and they take things in, and it's not for me to tell them who they are or what they believe in or what they should or shouldn't believe in. It's so personal. And this goes for all of us. So thank you for being here, Lily, because you're giving us a springboard for this conversation. Spirituality doesn't have an age, but unfortunately we do have laws that say, oh, you're 8. Oh my God, my love, why are you even on here? Oh, I'm, you know what? I feel you. To be honest, that's why I'm talking in the way I am, because I can feel how young you are. So even if you were lying, you have the mentality of, it's like, I feel your soul is very old, but I can feel that you're very young. So anyway, we send you love. We send you love. Maybe talk to your mom about it. And if your mom feels like it's okay for you to come back, you can come back, okay? We send you love, Lily. Thanks for being here. We send you love. Yeah, it's interesting right now. Why is an 8-year-old on YouTube? But then again, you guys know, I believe everything happens for a reason. So this is really interesting. We've been getting a lot of kids lately. It kind of makes sense though. Children are they don't really understand what's happening right now. It's a very scary time. Because my dad asked, okay, so Lily says, wait, I am telling the truth. I'm not lying. My brother even had to take a YouTube channel or make a YouTube channel for me because my dad asked if I wanted it or not. My brother even had to help me. Yeah. I think it's beautiful that you're searching, that something is pulling you to do that. Maybe because the people around you aren't spiritual, and maybe you're drawn to us because we're, meant to help you move forward. All I'm saying is, knowing that you're a minor, and by you saying that you're a minor, I believe I'm supposed to tell you that, whatever. But I don't think I have an 18. I guess it's kind of like if your parents are allowing you to be here, if your parents are set up an account for you, then, that's so interesting. The next card on the bottom is take a breather, you guys. That's so interesting. So maybe they're just trying to tell us to, like, instead of like getting caught up in this, oh, honey, I don't think you're lying. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We love you. I'm not saying you're lying. Sometimes, honey, what I do is I feel energy. So it makes sense that those people helped you because I saw an older energy around you with your account. So sometimes, unfortunately, there are adults that pretend to be children to do things that are not very nice. So when I was feeling your energy, it makes sense now that you had somebody help you. Because I was feeling an adult or somebody older around you, and I was feeling a lot of male energy. And see, that's what I do. I'm a telepathic medium and I'm an empath, and you can research those things, and maybe that's something that will feel good to you. So Lily is not actually my real name. It's just my YouTube name. My real name is actually, oh, Saoirse. Oh, did I say it correctly? Saoirse? Oh, bless you. Where are you from? And also, you're safe here, but don't put your real name out there, honey. Don't put your real name anywhere. You can be Lily, but don't put your real name out there. If anybody tells you anything, may they tell you don't do that. And don't listen to, people who try to, coerce you to do things that aren't good. Oh, we send you so much love. Thanks for the hearts, Anna. We send you so much love. Oh, the bottom, I just went to shuffle again, and the bottom of the deck is thank God. So let's just thank Spirit today for just everything, for bringing Lily into our path. Or I'm gonna keep calling you Lily, honey. And I'm gonna delete your comment because nobody should know your name. I'm gonna delete your comment, okay, honey? And it's not because we don't love you. You're welcome here. Yeah, bless her for sure. Thank you, Anna. So I took her name off, and I don't know how to blank it out in the video, but you know what? When the video comes out, her handle won't be on there, so that's good. This is for me too, right? Like I learned something new every single day, and I work with children, but it's different when I know I'm working with children. You know what I mean? It's like it's different if I'm going into work with children, whether it's through a healing session or any type of spiritual work. I know that, you know what I mean? Like, but this is different when people are coming in live like that. That's really intense because I don't want to call them a liar, but at the same time, I was feeling like this energy that I was like, I don't know. I felt a male energy, and I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. Just one more question. Since I never told anybody if they knew God, I wanted to ask you instead. Okay, so what is your question? Because I'm not sure if you're saying, are you asking if I know God? You're asking me if I want to know God, or if I know God. Honey, we are all God. We are all Christ consciousness. We are all God. We are a co-collective. We are one. We are just one big, beautiful entity broken up to a gajillion little, tiny little pieces of the same cloth. In my experience, you know, it's interesting that you brought that up, Lily, because today in my meditations, I had a connection with God, God-like energy, goddess, creator energy, and I literally heard Spirit say to me, and those of you who've been with me a long time know I don't speak this way, not naturally anyway, from my tongue. But what I heard from Spirit today was, "You are the hand of God," and I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "Wow!" So I feel like Lily, that may, you know, and you're so bright and beautiful, and you're so young. You know, it's like I feel like I want to protect you. I just feel like I want to run and protect you right now. Are you in the UK, Lily? Because Saoirse is not a. Although the actress, I forget her last name, Saoirse, she Saoirse, I think that's how she says it. I'm trying to do the accent terribly. But she's been around for a while now. Maybe were you named after her? No, I'm gonna go school. No, I'm gonna go school down and see what other videos that are good for me. Oh, you're gonna scroll down. Okay, honey. Well, we love you. We'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take really good care of yourself, okay? Don't give your name out. Don't be giving your personal information out on the computer. Oh, please. We love you. Thank you. We're gonna call on Archangel Michael to put a white light bubble around this beautiful child, around this beautiful soul. You know what's interesting is I didn't say their full handle like I wasn't supposed to, because when this goes onto the video format, this live, like the feed, is gone. Do I know the story about the fishermen's? I don't know what that is. Okay, you guys, let's see. Do we have any more questions? Do we have any more questions? Okay, we got another card. Open your heart. Yeah, Anna just said, let your parents know that you're going on live. It may not be the best thing for you to do, honey, because when you go live like that, you're putting your energy out into the universe. And that's when the creepy predators come out, and we don't want that for you. You're clearly very mature for your age, but you're also still a little girl. And you need to live your life as a little girl. Go play outside. Get off that fucking computer. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I just said that about her being a little girl and then I swore. Oh, I swear like a sailor. Forgive me, Lily. They're just words. But anyway, still, she's right. Anna's right. You know, live is like a cesspool of like predators and not so great people. Now, of course, we're good people. We're here live. And Hannah's laughing. She's put the laughing emoji because I just swore. Um, But you guys hear what I'm saying, right? Like, I feel like live is for adults. They shouldn't even allow children to go on live things. And I mean, maybe they do because people read books live or something. Dude, this thing keeps coming up. Ask a question, Q&A. I don't know what this is. I think somebody might have put something on my phone. Damn it. I'm going to talk to Spirit. He spent, since you're being really kind to me, is it okay if I can pray for you, to you, and taking you to me and talking to me? You can pray for me any way you want to. You know, I just prayed for you. We can pray for each other any way we want. Spirit hears us. You know, what you believe in and what I believe in are the same thing. We're just calling it different things. We just have a different experience around it, but it's the same thing. So yes, thank you. We appreciate the prayers. We send so much love and protection and energy your way, sweetheart. Let's put it this way, Lily. I'm an earth angel. A real, bona fide, walk in the earth angel. And it took me a long time to understand that that's what I am. And when I heard in meditation today that I was the hand of God, I understood what Spirit was saying. So, you're not on a computer, you're on your phone, just saying bye. Love to you all. Well, thank you so much. Love to you too, sweetheart. Anna, talk to your angels, Lily. They'll protect you too. Exactly. Yes, and we just got the cutest little card. I don't know if you want to see this before you go, but I feel like this is for you, Lily. Don't sweat the small stuff. And also open your heart. This is for all of us. And maybe that's why Lily's here. You know, a lot of you guys know I was kicked out of Sunday school when I was Lily's age because I kept asking questions about the Bible that nobody wanted to answer. Nobody wanted to tell me because nobody had the real answers anyway. You know? All right, bye-bye, honey. Now I'm going to go back to being me. And actually, it is probably better for Lily to stay off of here. And I may have to ban her because I am not going to censor myself. And I need to be able to speak the way I want to, even though, thank you, Spirit, that was really wonderful. But, and maybe that was for some of you so you can understand that when we have things that happen like that, we just have to go with the flow. I mean, the first card we pulled was let go and flow. And that's what they're trying to show us. Like, we need to let go of like preconceived notions, preconceived like whatever, you know what I mean? Even them, it's like I can talk to them, but they're an 8-year-old child. I'm a 53-year-old adult. You know, we've been through so many different experiences. Now, I'm not saying that they at 8 years old couldn't have experienced anything, because you guys know I come from a very abusive household. So, you know, I knew I was very old when I was 8 because of what I witnessed, because of what I went through, because of the church. You know, and understanding my gifts, but not understanding my gifts. And then when I wanted to talk about my gifts, you know, the church telling me that I was a demon, that I was, you know, the devil was working through me. When I would speak in tongues, like, you know, and it's like, and some things they're like, oh yeah, they're speaking in tongues. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, God's speaking through them. Not me. They didn't look at it like that for me. So, you know, but this was also the 70s. It was very different. Things, if I were the child today that I was then, I have a feeling that the right people, you know what I mean? But everything happens the way it's supposed to, blah, blah, blah. So interesting. I have a feeling Spirit's going to have me do something else with these cards in some way. I don't know why, because it's so scattered. I don't think I've had a reading this scattered in a really long time. Like, so scattered from the fact that we did the first video, then we went, you know what I mean? Like, it's just been kind of crazy. Do we have any more messages? Oh, say thank you. It's all about gratitude right now. I'm going to I feel like I'm meant to take these up and do something else with them, but I don't know exactly what. So they're having me put them in a particular order. Okay. This is what I'm getting. You want this over here? Okay, hold on. Hold on, you guys. Okay, here we go. See the light. See the light. Because Lily might come back to this, you know. And I need to sit with Spirit and find out, because I've been wanting to make my channel 18 and over since I started. And they've always said no. So, I do my best to be real and be myself. But at the same time, we have to remember that everybody on this planet is working from their own level of consciousness and understanding. And an 8-year-old could have the same consciousness and understanding that I do at 53. Of course they can. But in this instance, in this energy, I'm getting from spirit, like the darkness is very strong. I'm not judging. I'm just saying from my own personal whatever. There's no way my 8-year-old would be on YouTube unsupervised. No way. No way. There's so much darkness online, especially right now. They are fighting so hard to stay relevant. So Spirit's saying, see the light. I wonder if they want, I hardly ever read from the book, but I want to see if they want, do you want me to read from the book right now? I was just getting this vibe. I'm like, okay, so it's number 33. So have you guys been seeing number 33 around? Hold on. I'm also going to I need some more light over here. The weather has been up and down and up and down. And I love the Pacific Northwest in autumn. And the weather has been so beautiful. I made this delicious homemade soup. Anna, good call. Anna says, maybe you should do something for the children too, Lula, a channel. That's really interesting. I have a 4th channel that is just sitting there waiting that I've never started. And you're right. Maybe it is. The thing that's hard though is when they come in with the Christian stuff in the Bible, just because I know it's not about the triggers. It's more like, again, it's hard to get somebody to that consciousness. And I believe that I was meant to be raised in that very religious sect energy, that Southern Baptist on one side and hardcore Catholic on the other. I feel like I was raised that way so that I can have a better understanding of that. But at the same time, I don't want to fucking argue with a child. You know what I mean? Meaning Lily was very respectful and awesome, but the other one was like, I could tell I knew I had to block them because I could just feel that it was going to go to this, like pushing the Bible. And I'm like, I literally went to church like 3 times a week and like read the Bible with my family. We used to sit around in groups. I know more about the Bible than most people. And so it's frustrating to me to have a child. So you're right, though. It could be, Anna said, yeah, I know some can be rude, right? Like some kids, like the way that they're raised, they're little fuckers. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. I could be a fucker when I was a kid, and some just are, and they'll just keep baiting and baiting. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, I just don't feel, but what I could do, Anna, is just never go live. So like, maybe I can do, you guys remember, and by the way, all of those from reading 3, which I know it was Jessica and Anna because I said it, but the last picker reading we did, the decision, it's in the description box below. Go check it out. It's really good. But in reading 3, I honestly thank you, Anna, and thank you, Jessica, and all of people who were drawn to reading 3, because I redid my space and it was like the witch is in. It's like I got so triggered doing those readings and just everything changed. And I'm really excited to kind of see like the next phase of like where I go and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I have a 4th channel that I had started for me and Alder, but it never really came to be. And I talked about it with him recently, but I don't think he's into it right now. So maybe I will use that one because it's also, oh, thanks. Anna says, love the readings. Yeah, they were really good. And thanks to Allie, because that book that she gave me, that fucking tarot spread book is so good. It's really good. But everything's coming together, the way it's supposed to. If you guys have noticed, we're like really going up in numbers, and I'm really grateful for all we can do. So I am really grateful to Lily because you're right. Honestly, I'm trying to channel, but all these things are coming through for me as well because you guys are we're also wherever 2 or more gather, right? So we're just like tuning each other in. We're like, tearing each other up in all good ways, right? And boosting each other's creativity. And that's what we need to do right now during this time. And this month is super califragilisticexpialidocious for a lot of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. September, there's just so much going on, you guys. We've got this massive portal that's coming in on the dark moon on the 21st of September, which is going to be, look at this, you guys. Here we are, Sacred Sunday and the full moon lunar eclipse, right? Then next Sunday is the 3rd quarter moon. And then the Sunday after that is the new moon in Virgo, the dark moon. All that. It's just, and the partial solar eclipse. today we're in the full lunar eclipse, but you know, so all these are happening on our sacred Sundays. There's just no accidents. You know what I mean? Like that's all, it's all meant to be. It's all meant to come together. So I'm very excited to see what comes down the pipeline. Okay, so this is what it says in See the Light. The great illusion of the ego is that it sees itself as less than or better than others. This creates a false sense of separation and isolation, cutting you off from the divine flow of life. The spirit within knows we're all of the same source and honors self and others equally. This kind of ties into Lily's question about God and my connection, our connection to God. Interesting. The spirit within knows we're all of the same source and honors self and others equally. The ancients called this false sense of ego separation the stink eye, the sad affliction of not seeing the shared beauty of spirit in all. Where in your life are you suffering from stink eye? Where do you feel less than or better than those around you? Where are you feeling inadequate or superior? Where do you feel jealous or indifferent? Where are you feeling angry or insecure? This false perception is robbing you of your right to inner peace, and it cuts off from the source. It cuts you off from the source, from source. Everyone in your life reflects an aspect of you. If you're feeling inferior, you're not accepting your own strengths and gifts properly. If you're feeling superior, you're dishonoring the divinity in another. In either case, you suffer. Each person in your life mirrors you back to yourself. If you feel less than another, you aren't properly valuing your endowments and your beauty. If you're feeling superior, you're depriving yourself of the gifts of another. To clear the stink eye energy, look for the common elements you share with those from whom you feel separate. See both the human and divine in yourself as in others. We all have challenges and weaknesses as well as divine light. Free yourself from stink eye by looking with the eye of spirit instead of the filters of the ego. Oh, I love that. That's really good. They rarely have me read from this book because so much usually comes through, but that was really powerful. I feel like we all needed to hear that. Okay, so the Say Thank You is coming up, and I'm going to show this one because we didn't show it over here. Here we go. Say thank you. Now, just because there's a couple on there, that's just the representation, but this is, you know, just the story. You know what I mean? Okay. You know, the reason why I think they don't have me put the cards up, because I thought, you know what? I bet people wouldn't come here. You know what I mean? Like those people probably wouldn't come here if, although I don't know, this deck is it has a very childlike energy to it. So maybe they would. I don't know. Let's see. So let's see what Say Thank You has to say. It's also number 40. So the number 4, if you've been seeing that, I've been seeing 444 a lot. I don't know if that's for the tribe or just people in general, but okay. So it says, have you observed just how many people are collaborating for your success at this time? Suspend your fears long enough to notice. Look up and see those who work tirelessly on your behalf. I think I felt like the spirit guides, right? Recognize their quiet love and service that you so depend on to keep you safe, secure, and grounded. Especially acknowledge those who attract no special attention to themselves. Content to simply be of help. It may be a partner or significant other, parent or sibling whom you count on, a mentor or a teacher who believes in you, the boss who pushes you to be more creative or effective. Like you guys pushing me to be a better version of myself. I love it. See, we look out for each other. It's so beautiful. Or an employee who's on time day in and day out. Your help may come from your children who make you laugh or ask you to be strong for them, a neighbor who brightens your day with a smile and a wave, or a friend who spends hours on the phone listening to you complain and sort out your life. Those quiet support people are your bedrocks. Yet your ego has been too preoccupied within its own concerns for you to say thank you to all who serve to make your life better. Smile and acknowledge the gifts that they bring you. Whether it's the mail carrier who delivers your mail without fail, the young woman at the coffee shop who makes your cappuccino to perfection, or the competitor who stimulates your creativity to a higher level. It's time to recognize those whom you rely on. Notice the quiet grace with which they work to make everything easier, leaving you free to have peace of mind and spirit. Don't take for granted the gifts of others. Their spirit is gracing yours, so say thank you without hesitation. Oh, I love it. So, I mean, I say thank you for everything. Whether it's praying over my food, even today I prayed over my water again. It's just in saying, and when I pray, I'll say things like, thank you for this food. May it nourish my mind, body, and soul. And I ask that you bless every single soul who's had anything to do with this coming into my home. And by saying that, by doing a broad spectrum, it's like you're thanking from the person who planted that seed to the, you know what I mean? And it's about acknowledging it. And the more we give gratitude, the more we acknowledge that spirit and our spirit guides. Like, I mean, every so often I'll be like, thanks, spirit guides. I'll be like, thanks, Michael, to the archangels. Like, we think we're thanking them, and maybe we are, but we're not thanking them enough. And the universe responds to that. When we put things out into the world to make it better, we receive those blessings back. Okay, so do we have any more cards? Interesting, they had me pull off those other cards. Let me see if they have any more do we have any more cards that we want to pull today? This may be just, we did kind of one episode, then another one. Oh, keep dancing. Keep dancing. I love it. Keep dancing. Spirit's saying they know it's tough out there. They understand, but just keep dancing, see the light, and have gratitude, and everything will come together. I don't think they want me to read that from the book. So let's see. Do we have any more questions? Anna, do you have any questions? Does anybody else have any questions? I think you may be the only one here. This was an interesting one. I was wondering how this was going to go down. I was waiting for it to be this big witchy spectacle and like all these witches showing up, and like they didn't even have me do hashtags, nothing. That's why I know these people coming here are like meant to be, because I mean, it's just, you know what I mean? Like spirit's putting it where they need it. Let me ask if they want me to read from the book. Do we want to read any from the book? Do we have any more questions? Does anybody have any questions for spirit that are here in light and love? No bullshit. I mean, the thing is that had to have been a bot from the first video, looking back on it, because they were coming in so fast. I don't think I don't know who did that or how they did that, but it's you'll have to go back and watch it. There were some messages in there though. I don't know who it's for. They'll probably have me go back and put something in the description box later, to kind of like explain what happened. But it was happening really fast in real time. But it was so bizarre. It was like I was getting bots and children. I was like, what is happening? I'm getting spammed and children. It was like the most peculiar, like, do we want to read from the book for Keep Dancing, Spirit? Okay. Do we want to take any more questions or pull any more cards or use any more decks, or is this all we're doing today? Wow. Like I said, I thought we were going to do like this big, we were going to write stuff down and release it. But honestly, it's okay. I mean, I have no attachment to it. This is what was meant to be. This was what was meant to happen. And thank you, Anna, for the food for thought. And thank you to Lily and all the other people who came through, because literally, maybe this is what they're trying to show me. I mean, I started doing a thing for children. Do you guys remember when I had Precious, my unicorn, my puppet? I still have them. When I was moving things around, I took them out of the cupboard and put them out again. So, it could be that. I mean, literally here, this might, I don't have candles going up there, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, there's so many like cute kind of like kid stuff, So I don't know. Maybe Maddie and Charlie and Precious, like maybe they were like meant to, Wilbur, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe they were meant to come out to, lure the children in, but not in like a creepy way, but like to bring them here, because because they have people, because I don't want to say anything against Lily either, because like I'm sure her family is loving and they love her, but I don't know if people understand the pitfalls of the internet and the pitfalls of, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I know Maddie. Maddie's the best. Maddie's so cute. If you guys don't know, Maddie is the blue troll. She's so awesome. She's so awesome. She's like one of my dearest friends. It's interesting because I had put them all away when we did the last remodel, and I thought, well, we're doing another remodel in a month. I'll just keep it put away. But then I thought, I don't care. Even if we do it next week, I'm like, I just feel like I needed my stuff out. I needed to be surrounded. And I think right now with like so much shadow that's happening, um, I don't know. This is very interesting. I feel like a lot of things have come through for me in the last 24 hours that I feel like I need to digest more before I put them out there. I was about to speak and I kind of felt like Spirit was putting like a tape over my mouth, like, don't say anything about that right now. I'm like, okay, do we want to speak of the spider spirit medicine right now? Because I was really, yay! Oh, I'm so excited. You guys know I love me some spiders. I love me some spiders. Okay, so I'm going to take a short, like not a really long break, but I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick, you guys. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to work with the spider spirit medicine. Okay. So, maybe they'll, you know, I was going to say, maybe I'll leave you guys with this, like a little, you know, just to kind of maybe give you like some insight and perspective. Okay. But I'm going to put it, oops. And maybe this is for, maybe somebody's meant to be here. You know what I mean? And Spirit wants them to see this. So I'm going to go mute and then I'm going to go to the bathroom and then I'll be right back. And so if you guys need to, this is a time for a potty break. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay, welcome back. Thanks for waiting so I could take a break. The spider weaving webs of delight, weave me a peaceful world, carrying creation in your web, waiting to be unfurled. Number 43, which is also the number 7. Today is a 7 day. I'm going to leave that out. I feel like they want me to leave that out, so I'm going to leave it out. Meaning like, we're going to leave it open. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the 2 episodes, the craziness, but you know, this is part of it. And this is why I didn't want to go live today, but I understand why we were meant to go live. I understand why we were meant to come together. Like, you know, everything happens the way it's supposed to. And I feel like this little pumpkin wants to come out here and wants to be seen more. Is that right there? Isn't it weird when you're looking at the camera how things will look backwards? Okay. I feel like somebody wanted to see that, or maybe it's for somebody to bring them here. I don't know. But either way, let's get into the messages from the dear, sweet, beautiful spider. Thank you, spider. And we have a spider on the ceiling. Actually, you know what? Here, hold on. This beauty's been on my ceiling all day since this morning. I'm like, hello. I don't want to freak him out, but hi. You're so beautiful. We love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your spirit medicine. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, I really feel like this is for somebody. I feel like it's really important that they see this, you know, like they're whoever this is for, I can feel like they need it. And so thank you for... Sorry, I have to kind of leave it there because I can't tell if it's there, you know what I mean, if I'm not moving. Oh, what an interesting day. What an interesting day. I'm just going to stay in a high vibration. I'm not going to let it get to me. It has been off and on, but I'm working through it. Okay, so here we go. Spider wove the web that brought humans the first picture of the alphabet. The letters were part of the angles of her web. Deer asked Spider what she was weaving and why all the lines looked like symbols. Spider replied, "Why, dear, it is time for Earth's children to learn to make records of their progress in their Earth walk." Deer answered Spider, "But they already have pictures that show through symbols the stories of their experiences." "Ah, yes," Spider said. "But Earth's children are growing more complex, and their future generations will need to know more. The ones to come won't remember how to read the petroglyphs." Ooh, and with the youngins today, I have the chills all over my body. So it was the spider that wove the first primordial alphabet as she had woven the dream of the world that had become manifest. Spider's dream of the physical world has come to fruition millions of years before. Spider's body is made like the number 8. Ooh, I have the chills all over my body. Consisting of 2 lobe-like parts connected at the waist and 8 legs. So whoever just came in here, you're really powerful. I can feel you. Spider is the symbol for the infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change and the 4 directions on the medicine wheel. Spider weaves the webs of fate for those who get caught in her web and become her dinner. This is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusion in the physical world and never see beyond the horizon into the other dimensions. This is what I was talking about earlier with the Bible and why I said, you know, it's more challenging trying to talk to children who were raised with the Bible. The interesting thing is, I was raised with the Bible, but I also was like calling bullshit on it. So like in some ways I would defend it, but in other ways I called bullshit on it. It was and I still feel that way today. I feel like some of it is worth saving. I think there's some great lessons in all the religious texts, probably have something, you know, that we can learn from, you know, guide us or whatever. But they don't realize they're still in that third dimensional energy of religion construct and not understanding that we come from the cosmos, like we come from the universe, and religion is just like part, you know, it's just part of this story. It's just part of the story. It's not the whole story, you know, like I feel like they're not getting the whole story. And somebody might be like, well, that's your opinion. And that's absolutely true. But in my experience, It's just, it's a form of control. I mean, we're seeing it happen in front of us right now. Everything's happening really quickly, really fast, because that's the way it has to go. We're back into the fifth dimensional energy. We're not meant to go backwards. If we were meant to go backwards, we'd be going backwards. We're not meant to go backwards. We're meant to keep moving forward. Oh, I have the chills all over my body. Oh my gosh. You guys are so powerful. Okay, so this says, Spider weaves the webs of fate for those who get caught in her web and become her dinner. This is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusion in the physical world and never see beyond the horizon into the other dimensions. The web of fate also represents a wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. It is typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. If we are not decisive enough about changing our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. Spider is the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. If Spider has dropped from her web into your cards today, she may be telling you to create, create, create. Look for new alternatives to your present impasse. She can also be warning you that you're coming too close to an entangling situation. Spider could be asking you to use a journal to write out and review your progress. If you do this, you will not forget how you are creating a new or different phase in your life. Spider brings a message of a different kind when she sees you becoming a bit too involved in the weaving of your life plans to notice opportunity at the outskirts of your web. If this is the case, Spider gets your attention so that you notice that something you have woven has borne fruit. Congratulations! Spider caught you just in time before you missed the opportunity on the edge of your web or reality. The most important message from Spider here today is that you are an infinite being who will always continue to create and weave the patterns of life living throughout time. Do not fail to see the expansiveness of the eternal plan that you are a part of. So much of this wasn't even in the book. They were just like saying stuff. That was so good. I was like, Spirit. So yeah, no fear. We're just, some people are going to be in the fear bubble right now. The rest of us are like, no, create and have fun. This is self-care September, but it's also, spiritual September. What did you give me? Spirit gave me one earlier too, in meditation, and I don't remember. If it comes to me, they may be saving it for a reading or something. Sometimes when I'm about to say something, it literally like blanks out of my fucking brain. Like I know that they're like, no, not yet, because I'm such an open book, but sometimes they're like, oh, no, Lula, back it up, girl. Like, be mindful. Don't be telling them everything. Okay. So as always, I read in the from the messages and the contrary messages, which is the mirror image of the message, because there may be some pearls in here for you. And the message says, the contrary aspect of Spider is akin to the negative side of woman. Spider will eat her mate if she gets too caught up in herself to see the validity of honoring the male energy. The warrior at her side is a strong balancing force. If you have become disdainful of your mate, whether they're male or female or whatever they identify with, and have felt very superior recently, you are not honoring either your male or your female side, right? Your divine masculine, your divine feminine is what they're speaking of. If you are not presently in a relationship, you may have chosen a member of your family or a workmate to harass. This type of negative criticism only breaks down relations and is a reflection of something you hate about yourself. If you're trying to feed your ego in this manner, you have lost the game. You are entangled in the web of your own illusion about who you really are, and it may be time to look at why you are being critical and why you are feeling so weak that you must attack others. If this does not apply to your situation, then take a look at another message that contrary spider medicine brings, and that's of lack of creativity. I got the chills. If you fail to use your talents to get the web spinning, your lack of creativity can change into destructiveness. If you are feeling stagnant and unable to move in a positive direction, you may come to resent others who are doing well. This resentment will become a black widow spider and eat you up. And the only one to mourn your demise will be you. So get moving. Find joy and new ideas in the accomplishments of others and use them to propel you into a phase of new creative spinning on your own web of delight. Observe Spider's web and find pleasure in the ideas you receive from her universal language. Well, my dear friends, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. I believe we are done with our messages. Let me ask Spirit. We're done with this portion. Are we done with this portion at this time, Spirit, in terms of spirit animals? Are there any other spirit animals that would like to come forward and speak with us through this book or through any decks at this time? Do we want to pull any more cards from the Answer is Simple deck? It's so funny because the title was If I Can Turn Back Time, and the deck is The Answer is Simple. And I feel like it's kind of like, can I turn back time? And they're like, no, the answer is simple. No, you cannot. We won't allow you. Also, please watch the Adjustment Bureau. It's free on YouTube this month. I mean, if you have a membership like I do, it's free without commercials and it's awesome. But if not, you only have to watch a few seconds and keep going. But I did it once when I didn't renew the subscription, and oh my God, I had so many commercials. I was like, oh, it was awful. So, but anyway, The Adjustment Bureau is such a beautiful movie, and I feel like Spirit put it into my orbit for a reason, to share it with everybody. There's a link, look in the description box. There's tons of things in the description box here, links to take you to other things. I also found this new astrologer. I don't know their name, but they were put in my path, and they had a really great report over the energy of this. Go check that out. Literally every link that's in the description box, you might even want to take just a second to at least click on it and see if you connect to it. If you don't, no worries, go back and click on something else. But when they have me put so many things like that out there, oh, I just got the chills again. That's because there are some messages in there for at least one of you somewhere in there. Do we have any? Okay, all right. We're having some channeled messages. My whole body won't stop there. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. There's so many souls and spirits here right now. Oh my gosh. They're also saying that the first video was meant to go down that way. We were meant to report them. We were meant, like, all that went down, all of that went down. Everything, you guys know, I believe everything happens for a reason. We are in gratitude for everybody who stepped forward and spoke up. But I'm also feeling, I'm getting that show All in the Family, Edith, the mom. But it kind of feels like, so either this is Edith, you're Edith, or maybe you have some tie to the show All in the Family, but particular, Archie, she used to talk in that high-pitched voice, and she was so nice. And she only had good things to say about everybody. I can't do her voice. Her voice was so precious. But I'm hearing, so for somebody right now, you have an ancestor or somebody right now, or this is a message for Edith, or some connection to All in the Family, or it could even be that energy is what they want us to start putting forward. It's like, just because we're here's the message I'm getting from the ancestors right now. Just because we're in this dark energy, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Thanks, Mama. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. If you're feeling like you want to go off on somebody, take a fucking beat. If you feel like, you know what I mean? Like, take a moment. Like, for me, that's why I feel like this was such a weird thing for me today, but it was also a lesson. And you know what I mean? Like, I know I'll look back on all this. I'll probably do a podcast profit later or something, but just the divinity of it all, just how connected we are, and how it's like, what are we going to do when the shadow comes for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, right? Like, that's the kind of energy that Spirit's putting out. Like, when they come for you, like, what are you going to do? How are you going to fucking show up? Are you going to, you can be as kind as you want to be, but even Edith, if you guys remember that character, even Edith got pushed to a point where she'd be like, enough is enough. Like, no. So this could be for some of you to put your boundaries up. I feel a very divine grandmother energy. I heard Cynthia, Travis, Madison or Madeline, something like that. And it's not Maddie, because I was thinking my doll, they said no. So Madison was the first one that came out, but Madeline what was in, like, on a marquee. in my head. And if those of you don't know, I'm a telepathic medium. And when my eyes are closed like this and I'm channeling, it's like those show me sometimes so many things at once. And so sometimes it's trying to understand what they're trying to say. But also sometimes if it's a new soul and they passed over, they don't know how to communicate and they get a little edgy. And when I feel that like angsty energy right now where things are being thrown at me, it feels like it's an ungrounded energy. So use this energy to get grounded. We're going into Libra soon, you guys. So take advantage of the Virgo energy and the Virgo moon to get grounded. Also, Pisces is a very emotional sign. They're very highly intuitive. This is the full moon in Pisces. So Spirit is saying, you know, for those of you who are struggling in any way, shape, or form, just remember that you're not alone. Also, when I looked up, it was 10219, which is the number 13, the divine goddess, the divine feminine, and the number of the witch. So for both, all of it. So they're reminding us to lean into the things that we love. Or is there something that you're interested in? Recently, things have just been coming into my orbit where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so going to do that. Like it's been so long since I've been getting excited about things, and all I did was move things around in my house. It's about moving the energy around. Also, you guys, we're just a few weeks away from, spring equinox. In fact, I forgot, isn't that the same day? No, it's a few days after. That's right. But it is I was talking about the new moon, the dark moon on the 21st of September. We're going to gather that day for that portal for sure. We're going to do some closing. I'm feeling a lot of like heavy, but good heavy, like cries and like releasing. It's also the International Day of Peace. Like, what the fuck? That's so awesome. Yeah. So right now they're just saying like, it's how are you going to show up? Are you going to especially for the empaths, are you going to let this negative energy like take over your being? Or are you going to stand up and say, no, that's not my energy. I don't feel that way. That's not who I am. And now listen, you're allowed to have emotions and feelings, right? Especially the empaths. Like, and it always reminds me of that scene in the First Wives Club where the women are fighting and they're saying shit about Goldie Hawn's character Elise, and she's like, they're like, you have no emotions, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm an actress, I have all of them. And I always laugh because I feel like that's like the empaths, right? Like we're like, we don't just have one emotion, like we have all of them. Like we're so special and we're so gifted, but it's meant to be used for the good, right? We're here to expand the awareness and the consciousness of our light, of our individuality, of our co-creation, our Christ consciousness, our God, goddess, mother, father, divine creator energy. We are one. I mean, it was so interesting that we had the questions that came through today. I mean, here's me thinking I'm just going to be doing questions like, hey, should I break up with this person? Kind of thing. And here we are out of the mouths of babes. We have a child who comes into our mix today to like just spin all of our fucking noodles, right? Like where I was like, holy shit, like what's happening? And so many seeds were planted. So I'm so grateful. And thank you all for being here today. It was really, really cool. Also, Anna, I haven't responded to your email. I'm going to, for you and for anybody else, if you want to send anything to me, you can send it. Well, Anna, I'll send you the exact thing. And if they call me to, I'll put it, in the description box. But basically, just general delivery of Port Townsend, Washington, and I will send you the correct stuff so you don't have to research it and look it up. But I'm not going to do addresses anymore. I'm just going to do general delivery because I'm getting the vibe that things are changing and I don't want you guys to send me something. But just do me a favor. If you ever send anything general delivery, you're welcome. Also, you have to put my name on it because I haven't legally changed my name yet. So it has to be Tallulah Kelly, care of Kelly Varma. You know what I mean? Or else they won't give it to me. The post office, they told me that because I went in there and I had a meeting with the postmaster guy, and because I had some things with my last package from Jessica, and they almost didn't give it to me. But I realized that's because you guys don't know that my license is still under, my quote unquote legal name, and that's okay. It's like out there. I'm not trying to hide it. I don't care. But you could even do the magical medium, care of Kelly Varma. I mean, I'll put something on there, and so just let me know when you guys do though, because they only hold it general delivery for, I think he said a week or two. He told me so much information. I think it's 2 weeks. I think they hold it for 2 weeks and then they send it back to this person. And so if I don't know you sent it, You know what I mean? I mean, I might go in there once a week. If people start sending me a lot of stuff, I may just go in there and check in. But right now it's, you know, I'm on the outskirts of it, and so I'd have to get a ride there. I'm trying to, like, I'm feeling like I'm meant to live and work, like do a little part-time job this winter. So I'm putting that out into the universe. So I think there's going to be a time where I'll be able to like walk in there and check it or whatever. And also I love like getting art and like fun things and boxes and things like that from you guys. I mean, just remember that it's going to the postmaster. So if you send anything in like a negative, dark, like whatever way, it either won't arrive. Like, let's put it this way, either it won't arrive or it'll arrive like, you know, where like the postmaster were like, oh my gosh, this was awful, somebody tried to give you this horrible package, you know what I mean? So I'm not, because I said to Spirit, I'm like, I don't want to put that out there. I'm like, I don't want just random people fucking sending me shit that's like, you know, some Bible like or whatever. I don't need that, you know? And they were like, oh, trust me, it'll never get there. After I watched the Adjustment Bureau, which there's a link in the description box for it, after I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly kind of how I feel like it is. And the ending was so good. It was even better than I remembered. Any other channeled messages, Spirit? Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just have it go to the magical medium, care of Kelly Varma. Like, you guys know I'm Tallulah Kelly. I go by Tallulah. I go by Lula, Lulu, Lou. People call me all different things. But in terms of the post office, I have to make it legit. And it's just, it's so crazy how many loops I have to, and things I have to jump through to change my name. So I feel like they do it on purpose, but whatever. I digress. Okay, so do we have any more messages, Spirit, or any more channeled messages? Let me close my eyes for a minute, because I feel like there's at least one more message. They're saying no longer is it our responsibility to define who we are, what we are, labels, like, right, like the name, like all of that, even what I just spoke of, that is a very old construct, and we're moving away from that. Okay, so Spirit is saying you do not need to define yourself to anybody. You can change every single day if you want. You know, I have friends who have wigs. They change the way they look all the time. It is not your responsibility to allow someone else to tell you who they think you are. It is a time for us to shine with grace and gratitude, to love ourselves first and foremost. When we feel good, when we feel 100%, you know, that's when we show ourselves to the world. This self-care September, this spiritual September energy is big. The portal that's coming through on the next new moon, the dark moon on the 21st, is going to be one of the biggest alignments we've ever had in spiritual history, connected to Earth and this solar system, to the divine and the universe. Remember, I've been saying to you guys, something wicked this way comes. Now they're saying something wild and white light energy this way comes. So we are going to see over the next several months a breakdown. That's why that witch, they wouldn't let her, not only did they tear her channel down, but they, because she had too much real correct information and had so many millions of followers, that she's not even allowed to have another account with that social media for like years or something. And I was like, what the fuck? She's like, because she said, most likely I'm not going to say it because I don't want to put it out there, but she kept saying the one thing that they keep trying to hold back from all of us. You know what I'm talking about? The Americans, I don't even want to say the word or spell it because I feel like there might be some connection there. But anyway, she said, I think it's because I mentioned it so many times, and because I mentioned it, they're like tearing. But that's the thing, is like, we're seeing right through it. So hold the light, hold the light, hold the light. The ascension is going so fast, they can't keep us down. But the shadow's doing their job too, right? Like, they're supposed to be there. They're supposed to be there. They are supposed to be there, right? Don't get it twisted. They're supposed to be there. We are all here. We all play a part. We all play a purpose. Okay. All right, Spirit. Anything else? Any more messages? You can tell I'm like, I keep wanting to go. Not that I don't want to be with you guys. It's just the energy is so intense that I'm just like, can I just let this go and like go like be in my happy little world, please? And they're like, they're like, and I release you. If you guys have never seen, if you want something really good and funny to watch and talk about humanity and the beauty of humanity, oh my gosh, it's Dinner with the Schmucks with Steve Carell and Paul Rudd and so many other amazing, amazing actors. It's such a beautiful, awesome, amazing comedy. It's actually one of my favorite comedies of all time. But just like his connection, like Steve Carell's character is so beautiful, and there's such a purity to them. And I feel like that's what they want. They just want us to like create something, He started taking dead mice off the road. He was a taxidermy person, and he decided to create art with these beautiful mice. And it's like, to some people they'd be like, oh, that's so creepy or whatever, but he was like, no, he put them in all these different scenes of history. It's time for us to be the most beautiful, light-based, creative. And when the dark comes in, face it, work through it, cry, it's there. But we got your back. Spirit and I, we love you so much. You are so divinely protected. You are loved beyond measure. You are protected beyond measure. But don't turn away from who you are. My shadow is part of me, my badass motherfucker side of me, my Samuel Jackson side, like it's meant to be there, but so is my ever-loving, most beautiful, kind, white light heart. I'm balancing both. Now it's time for all of us to balance both, and how we find those little wormholes to our happiness is through our creativity, it's through our love for ourselves, it's for taking care of ourselves. And I'm going to leave that there. Correct, Spirit? Are we done? Do we have any more messages before we go? Is it time to go? It's time to go. I love you guys so much. As usual. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Blessed be. Oh, bye. And thank you, Anna. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Thank you, all of those. Thank you for the anchors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, all that. We're growing in numbers. We are so powerful. And I'll see you at the next reading. Bye-bye. Also, Spirit says, don't forget, there's a lot of stuff on my channel. Lots of stuff here. And Lula's Labyrinth and Bubba the Great came back. Listen to that. That's how I know it's time, because I'm going to go and, I made some yummy, 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 yummy homemade soup, and I'm going to warm that up, and I'm going to go watch an awesome movie. It's like perfect fall weather. I hope it's the same for you. Wherever you are, I hope that you're going to do something beautiful and lovely for yourself today, because you deserve it. Remember that. You deserve it all. Bye.